lighting.
You should be recording this.
We are! And it's only getting worse.
Wow! Look at it! Hi, welcome to TipsyTalkTV.
This week we are talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Limes in the Sand, as in Lymes.
And first off, they run off to New York for the gala.
Yes.
The gala.
For Lyme disease.
For Lyme disease. And let's see, Catherine.
Kyle. Who looked like a pilgrim.
She did look like
one
a
time
pilgrim.
she could have worn like a MuuMuus with like beading all over it. No, she wears a pilgrim dress.
What is the pilgrim dress?
It's like, it has like the really thick collar, and then it has like the really,
cuffs.
The cuffs are like really big, like
it's weird.
It was really weird. And it just didn't seem right for a gala.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem right at all. But and then I thought was so funny is that before they came to the gala, Kyle walks in on Erica posing for the camera, and she's like on all fours. So Kyle just walks in, basically looking at Erica's ass. It was a very good start to the show.
I love it how she has to do a little mini photo shoot because she looks so good. She does pose well, though. Man, she is a good poser.
I mean, have you seen her Twitter?
I mean, like, she can do that really long neck thing, and then, she's got some good stuff on Twitter. Like,
yeah, no, it is. It's really good. Really good.
I mean, she had the high neck on, so she was doing it really anyway, but she was like...
I can't do that.
Tilt and turtle.
I can't.
Did she have all her stylists with her in New York? No.
She had a woman doing her makeup. I've never seen that.
Wow, yeah. That's weird.
Very
she must have hired somebody. Wow. She had to hire somebody different to come in and do her makeup. Wow.
And Gigi goes up to the podium to present her mom. And, what I find so funny, though, is that Bella, her daughter, is the one who has Lyme disease. But Bella's she doesn't the one that presents her. Is it because Gigi's she's a more familiar face, I guess? I don't know.
Or maybe she's just a better spokesmodel, or I don't know.
I feel like Bella just gets the shaft with everything.
She does.
Anwar's baby.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
And then Gigi is like the model, and then she's just not proud of Bella at all because she's a normal human being.
Over at the table crying by herself. Oh, it's so sad to see Bella crying over there by herself. Well, someone go over and comfort her!
Nice clip of David Foster being super nice to Yolanda. But that was probably the only time that he was actually sympathetic towards her cause. I guarantee you that week after that, he was like, bitch, why didn't you make me dinner?
Okay, so Lisa is with her son, who we barely see.
Yeah.
And he's been working, I guess.
He looks like he's trying to be that guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Delivering food or whatever. What did she say? He runs food. Yeah, he runs food.
He's a busboy.
So he's a busboy. And because he's been working hard, she gives him a car.
Yeah, that she has her kids start from the bottom. Even though they own the restaurant, she could have them positioned anywhere. But
he did request to own it at one point. He goes, well, why can't I just manage it? And she's like, no.
Yeah, I do.
They're showing the girls packing, a lot of packing going on.
I love how that's a thing, like in the episode, watching them pack. Okay, so one thing that I did notice during while they were packing is Lisa Rinna was like, oh, I bought a bunch of stuff. Don't tell Harry Hamlin. Sweetie, he's your husband. We know he's your husband. We know who he is. You don't need to call him by his last name.
I don't know why she always calls him Harry Hamlin. Weird. She calls him Harry Hamlin all the time.
It was really weird.
Rinna doesn't want to tell Harry Hamlin, who's oddly carrying around a guitar but never playing a note.
He doesn't play it. He just has it sitting on his thigh. Like,
does he play guitar at all, or what the hell?
He just likes it as an accessory.
He's just like walking around with a guitar. And Eileen oddly is like laying on top of Vince Van Patten.
I think she was like trying to crack his back or something. But
does he play tennis still?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, what does he do to where he needs like his back adjusted?
Maybe he's so stressed out from playing poker. I don't know. I saw MuuMuus going in that suitcase. She was holding up MuuMuus.
$20.
And
they went to Kyle by Aileen
and
too.
They're all like,
I bet you anything.
Oh my gosh, we all have to be covered up, and people. You are worldly people in Beverly Hills. Don't you know anybody that's ever
They're
been
only
to
into
Dubai?
themselves. They're only into themselves. Why
They're
would they
just
ask?
doing this for the camera. Like, I swear to God, I was recently in the Middle East, and here's an example. You have 3 girls in the mall, and one's wearing the full burqa, and the next one's wearing just a head wrap, and the other one's in shorts and a tank top. And that's the way society goes there. And not everybody, unless you're in Saudi Arabia, different thing. But in Dubai is a very modern place, and you don't have to be completely covered up unless you're going into a church.
Well, like, I mean, a caftan is really just more for convenience because it's fucking hot out there. It's a desert. That is more just for you to stay sane so you're not sweating, you know, in your thigh gap right there if you have one, which I don't, but, you know.
Yeah, that's why we sweat there, because we don't have a gap. There is no gap.
You know.
Oh, do you love Kyle that she doesn't know how long it takes to get to Dubai?
She doesn't realize that it takes 14 hours from Atlanta and then 4 hours from LA to Atlanta. Where do you think
wasn't her husband just there? She was like, "Oh, you know, my husband's just there. I want to go." Yeah, why didn't you just ask? Oh my God, I got to tell the girls that it's going to be like a 24-hour trip. What the hell? Erica shows up and she's got on
she looks normal.
She looks normal. She travels like I travel, sweatshirt and tennis shoes.
You know it's like a
although my tennis shoes
are
slip-on because I have to go through security, so I wear slip-on tennis shoes. Just saying,
right?
You gotta have Skechers. Eileen is wearing the worst thing. Oh my God, it's the worst. It's so bad.
It's so bad that it's so many words that I don't know where to start. It's it's like a tiny ass cat suit that's denim, that's overalls.
And how do you go to the bathroom on an airplane in that outfit? Yeah, right. The whole thing has to go on the floor. Right. The whole thing has to go on the floor. And does she never pee?
An airplane bathroom is by far one of the dirtiest places ever.
You don't want your whole pants and top and everything to be on the floor. And it had a buckle in the middle of the back. And now you're going to sit on that airplane seat with a buckle and this
like an entire day
yanking you up, come on.
I can't believe I'm saying this. It is worse than that dress that she wore to that luncheon where it went all the way down and then had the underwear. It was definitely worse than that. Serge
was dying when he greeted them at the hotel entrance. He's like, we gave these oak balls the free room. Come on.
Oh my gosh, you know
$40,000 suite.
Okay, yeah. So it's $40,000 a night, and compared to the square footage, it's roughly $1 a square foot.
It was 10,000 square feet. Who gives a crap about what they were wearing? There's nothing else to talk about. That's just the bottom line. YOLO and David, they have sold their house. Their fridge looks like it was like a shower converted into a fridge. When I first saw that fridge,
I want it. Don't get me wrong.
I started asking my husband little hints like this. So, is it really hard to make your own refrigerator? Because I put a kiss in the refrigerator one last time, and when they back away from it, David says, "Oh, that stuff up in the top is probably rotten by now because it's like really high and out of reach." And she goes, "No, it's fake." Okay,
I feel like that's such symbolism of their marriage. First off,
my husband would have been shoving crap up on that top shelf from day one.
Oh yeah. But David Foster is somebody who doesn't deal with that stuff.
He's so uninvolved in their lives.
Yeah. Well planned though, like sell the house, divorce the wife. I feel like he has all this in his mind because she even said, "I'll be up in a minute to help you pack your things." No, you do your own thing.
Yeah,
like you do you.
Yeah,
I do me.
Yeah, you're probably very tired and exhausted when you're moving anyway. But
then add Lyme disease to that, which David Foster is not sympathetic to.
Okay, but you're very rich. Don't you have people? They do
live in Beverly Hills. Man, they're not living to their means.
No.
Beverly Hills, we expect certain things. He actually comes to visit Yolanda, which, according to...
What is happening to my cheeks? I shouldn't have had tomato sauce tonight.
No, it's...
What's happening?
No,
What
look,
the
my
heck?
neck. So, Brandy goes to visit Yolanda,
yeah.
and Yolanda says that Brandy's the only one that's been there for her throughout this whole Lyme disease thing. Whatever. I personally don't know Brandy that well, so you can comment on that.
It's hard because Brandy hasn't been on this season. And in the previous season, there was no mention of Yolanda having Lyme disease when Brandy was on those seasons. So there's really we have no comparison
We don't know if Brandy
point.
actually believes her or
Yeah,
not.
so Brandy has been her friend throughout the Lyme
Yeah.
disease. We can only take Yolanda's word for it.
Yeah.
And Yolanda's telling her how awful Lisa Rinna has been. So I imagine my prediction is they're going to bring Brandy in to the situation where all the girls are there at some point, and Brandy is just going to unload on Rinna. I just can only imagine. Bye.
Yeah, and their rooms are pretty awesome. I mean, they show the underwater one. That's pretty cool. I mean, they're all really glamorous.
It's the Atlantis of Dubai.
So in other words, the
sandals of Dubai. Everybody's wearing a MuuMuus except Catherine. So then Kyle runs out to go get gifts from Eileen too, probably.
Oh, she brought like a ton of caftans from Kyle by Aileen too.
Yeah.
She did.
So she brought all these gifts
It really
along.
makes me want to buy a caftan.
And then poor Catherine was so left out, not in her MuuMuus, so she runs and puts on her MuuMuus. And so now they're all in MuuMuus and they're sitting around, and boy, Rinna punches again back at the Lyme disease thing by talking about the gala. And so they are talking about how great it was and how beautiful it was, and it was very large and very fun and really touching. And Rinna was like, well, how was that? Erica, in a very thoughtful and sophisticated way.
That's actually pretty surprising for her. She's usually very blunt.
She tells Rinna that it was a beautiful event, and she was well-spoken, and it was laid out, and I wish you could have been there because it may have opened your eyes, is really what she wanted to say, but she didn't use that terminology, and I can't remember what it was. But she does kind of poke Rinna with, if you had been there, you might have changed your mind about it. Rinna's issue really is...
she has that issue with Kim Richards.
It really, really is.
That's really what it comes down to, but she's not going to say that. She may not even realize
that's what's boiling. It's in her. Yeah. It's hitting her in her heart because she feels like
that Yolanda is spending so much time with Kim willingly and is happily
that Kim is her friend, and she's supposed to be on how Yolanda comments to her makeup artist before she goes to the gala.
Beginning of the episode,
yeah. She says, "Oh, it's so different to look at your face without Botox in it." She goes, "I haven't had Botox in 3 years, and it's so different to watch your face how it ages." Really? Is that this is what's wrong with society, is we're all having to live up to these unreal expectations.
She lives in Beverly Hills. That's part of the agreement when you live there.
We're all going to have Lyme disease or flesh-eating disease or some sort of bullshit weird thing.
Some people would find it to be worth it. So,
well, look at my face right now. I ate tomatoes. At one point, Brandy says that Rinna wears a wig.
Do you think that's true?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I mean, I just saw her Twitter the other day. She talked about getting a haircut, and it was more, it had blonde
Why
streaks.
would she be seeing her hairdresser? I mean, the rumor was that it was her hairdresser who was spreading the Munchausen thing. So why would she see a hairdresser if she always wore a wig?
Do you know who her hairdresser is too?
No.
It's that guy who made the Wen stuff.
Oh, that guy. Hopefully they'll do something fun in Dubai.
Yeah, I guess so. Well,
all right.
See you next week in Dubai.
Cheers.
Cheers.